Hey everybody, what's up? It's me, Seth of SethPerlo.com and TFOS, the Executive Function Online Summit. I'm here with Yulia Rafaelova today. She is an executive function coach out of Los Angeles, and we're going to talk a little bit about what it's like to be a parent and the isolation of being a parent and feeling like you feeling very alone when you have a child who struggles with ADHD or executive function, and how isolating that can feel. And then we'll talk a little bit about TFOS. So Yulia, what's up?
Hey Seth, I'm excited for the conference.
Good, good. Me too. We're starting tomorrow, 8 a.m., Friday, August 23rd. A lot of parents who you and I both are working with after we've been working with them for a while, a lot of parents will open up to us and tell us about what's going on inside. Sometimes parents will cry literally to us and talk to us. And a lot of times they feel very isolated. Can you help us unpack that a little bit? What are some trends you see and what have you learned about that?
Sure. It's hard for parents because they feel a lot of shame for the struggles that their kids are going through, and the messages that they're receiving. We talk a lot about the messages that the kids are receiving, that there might be something wrong with them, that they just really are struggling, and that the adults sometimes will give them these messages like, you're just not trying hard enough. If you cared more, they get this message that they're lazy, and that's really tough. And when I speak to parents are also getting these messages from teachers, from the people around them, and they are feeling shamed. And they are feeling like there's something wrong with them as a parent and they're not doing enough, or if only they could just figure out what to do, they can help their kid turn it around. So both parent and child are carrying these messages, and it's causing them to have such a stressful and strained relationship. So I love this conference, and it's taking the shame away from it so that we can have a real conversation about how to help.
Yeah. And I think what before we started talking, you were mentioning the isolation. I think so many of these parents feel like they're the only one.
Yeah.
And feel like somehow they didn't get the instruction book and everybody else looks so Instagram happy and like their family is perfect. That is not the reality, is it?
Yeah. And, I feel like every parent I've met has compared their child to someone else. And there's always a kid who's doing better. And there's also that. So what I love about this, and the parents that you have on your Facebook group who are openly talking about it, is that that air of it's you take it away with this type of conversation, and everyone is able to just share stories, which is very rare. That people feel like they have somebody to connect to. I hear a lot that, people say, I can't talk to my parents about this. I can't talk to the school. I can't talk to my neighbor about this. I feel so isolated. There's nobody. And then there's this other aspect of it where if your kid is struggling with executive function issues, they're not that capable of having healthy relationships. And parents tell me all the time that their kid is not invited to the parties. And they can hear, parents talking about, oh, there's this party, there's that, and my kid's going there, and their kid isn't even aware of this stuff going on. So the isolation in the parent community is huge.
Yeah. We really have so many sort of subconscious ideas about how people are supposed to behave and what's acceptable. And we all like to think, well, we're really accepting and everything. But the reality of the situation is that a lot of these kids who are struggling with executive function type issues, one of which being impulsivity, but other issues as well, they can feel very left out. They can feel like they're different, like there's something wrong with them. They can start to internalize that. And like you said, I think it's really good that we can bring together, in this case, we have over 8,000 people registered already. Imagine that, 8,000 people who are saying, yeah, I want to learn about this. These are people who often, many of these parents, if not all, will feel that sense like they're somehow different, but they're not. This is very, 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 very common. I don't know what the percentage is, but some would say 1 in 4, 1 in 5 kids are really struggling with this stuff. But in terms of that deep sense of isolation, probably at least 1 in every 6 or 7 or 8 parents feels this and then doesn't have a place to speak about this. So I think what you said is right. This summit is a great place for people to be like, okay, I'm not crazy. I'm not alone. I'm not the only one. There are solutions. People have been working on this. Experts have been working on this for years. There are real answers out there. And also the Facebook group, the Executive Function Online Summit Facebook group that we have now, like there are hundreds and hundreds of people out there. And what you said before, like people can be vulnerable and say, hey, I'm human. This is what I'm going through. There's no shame in this. But I think it is very hard for someone to take the very first step in being vulnerable and saying, hey, everybody, what's up? I would like to connect with some people, because there's a risk that people will reject you and say, what? Oh, you're a broken parent. There's something wrong. But that's probably not going to happen.
Yeah. And Seth, can you also share, the conference is free, which is amazing, but there is a chance to purchase it. So can you just help my audience understand a little bit about what do they get when they purchase?
Yeah, so for people who, so it's a 3-day free online summit. You'll get about 8 speakers a day for free, 100%. And then for people who do want to purchase it, what you get in addition is you get transcripts if you like to read, audios if you want to put on your iPod or listen to it while you're doing whatever you like to do, going for your run or whatever. So you get the transcripts, you get the full audio files, you get the videos. You can download the videos, you can download the audio, you can keep them permanently, you can rewatch the videos multiple times. But also each expert has created an implementation resource, which basically means that from their talk, they give you a resource, whether it's a PDF or a video or an audio, but they give you parents something that says, hey, I just spent an hour talking with Seth about this topic about how to help kids. If you want to learn how to implement what I was teaching, here are some steps. And so that, because I wanted to create something where I've never seen a summit do this, but I want people to walk away from this knowing action to take. So one thing parents are going to get is insights and learn knowledge, but I also want them to be able to take action. That was very important to me in this summit. So the implementation resources, how do we implement? How do we take action based on this person's teachings? And then I also had each expert create a video for kids, because parents often say that they want their kids to hear from me or somebody else. Their kids won't listen to them. So I wanted just a short 5 or 10 minute video from experts to kids, because these people are working with kids all the time. Say, hey, kiddo, what's up? Here's what I've learned. And I hope this helps you. So I wanted something very heartfelt. So that's what they get if they purchase. They not only get the summit that they got for free for 3 days, the videos, but they get the transcripts, the audio, the video, the implementation resource, and the bonus video to kids.
That's awesome. I know I really enjoyed making my video to kids. And yeah, I look forward to kids watching it, because I believe it'll help them a lot.
Yeah, we have a different tone when we're talking to kids.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Parents are often coming at their kids like, you should, I told you here, but why don't you just, and their kids are just like, I don't want to hear it from you. Anybody else could tell me the same thing, but so I thought that was important.
Right. Okay, well, I'm looking forward to the summit.
Cool.
All right, and we'll be sharing it and encouraging people to join the Facebook Live group.
All right, take care, Yulia. Bye, everybody.